The Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Welfare, in collaboration with TANGO and other partners, observed the International Day of Zero Tolerance for Female Genital Mutilation on Thursday. Students, survivors, and FGM advocates took part in the commemorations. Modou L. Badjie reports.
The International Day of Zero Tolerance for Female Genital Mutilation was observed in the Gambia today by the Ministry of Gender, TANGO and other partners. The highlights of the commemorations include a march past by students, FGM advocates, survivors and officials who marched to the Youth Monument with a sense of shared and renewed commitment to end the harmful practice of FGM. The event featured a series of awareness-raising activities organized by students and traditional communicators. This Awareness-Raising Day is observed on February 6th annually, and it was set aside by the United Nations to increase awareness of female genital mutilation and how to reinforce efforts in ending the practice. Speaking on the occasion, the representative of Badjie, Dia Sawane, highlighted the significance of the day, reminding the gathering of the zero tolerance policy on FGM. Madam Sawane questioned the effectiveness of the country's zero-tolerance policy towards FGM while calling for concerted efforts to change the status quo.
It is a set of rules of policies that have been put down by the government or any government in any country that zero tolerance means whosoever does something that is not correct, that is a crime, there is no room for negotiation. So FGM, we all know, it's a crime. And there is a zero tolerance policy in this country. But saying about zero tolerance, do we have zero tolerance? Because FGM is a crime, but it's been committed on a daily basis. So it means there's something that is not working with our zero tolerance policy. How did we get here? Zero tolerance was a crime from the Second Republic until few years, a year and a half ago. Some of us, few men gathered and said, look, they were going to challenge the legitimacy of that law. And the whole world watched Gambia.
The chairman of TANGO, Yadikonjai Irbol, emphasized the role of civil society organizations in the fight against FGM in the Gambia, stating that the birth of the Women's Amendment Act of 2015, which prohibits the practice of FGM, was the outcome of the efforts of the NGOs.
Civil society have been working on trying to discourage FGM in the Gambia. And from their hard work, the government of the Gambia finally passed the Women's Amendment Act in 2015. This banned FGM in the Gambia, and this was under Section 32A and 32B. This act, Section 32A and 32B, criminalized FGM and set punishments for performing, procuring, aiding and abetting the practice of FGM, thus protecting women and girls in the Gambia.
The Deputy Representative of UNICEF, Aman Jinohor, thanked the Gender Ministry for its stride to end FGM in the Gambia. He, however, pointed out that more work is required to end FGM in the country. He commended the government and parliamentarians for their staunch stance in defending the Women's Amendment Act.
I also want to commend the remarkable advocacy and community engagement work of all civil society organizations and coalitions, community partners, adolescent and youth, including those present here today, for their commitment, determination, and leadership in upholding the rights of women and girls. Together, they provided girls and their families with platforms to share their stories. They empowered communities to advocate for their rights. and they worked with the National Assembly and many other stakeholders, including the government, survivors, the media, development partners, to ensure the upholding of the law. And as Yadi mentioned, this was a
The representative of the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Welfare, Nene Toure, reaffirmed government's commitment to protecting women and children. Madam Toure praised partners for championing the fight against FGM, adding that FGM has lifelong negative impact on women and girls.
Female genital mutilation remains one of the most extreme violations of the rights of women and girls. It is a practice that has been carried out for centuries, cutting women and girls in the name of tradition, culture, religion. However, there is no justification for its religious and traditional consequences, and has adverse health consequences on the lives and well-being of women and girls. It is a practice that can cause lifelong physical, psychological, emotional torture, and it affects the women and girls seriously.
The 2019-2020 Gambia Demographic and Health Survey indicated that the prevention of FGM among women aged 15 to 49 has decreased slightly from 75% in 2013 to 73% in 2019. However, this small change indicates that progress has been slow, requiring concerted efforts to strengthen the fight against FGM. For Star TV, I am Modou L. Badjie.